mic check, family. What's kicking? I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. And let's get right to the point. I'm here to talk about my favorite sport of all sports of sports of sports. And that's football, of course. The reason I'm talking about football is because the Pacman Jones video has surfaced and is all across the internet. And of course, you can see various ones on YouTube. My opinion, Pacman Jones is not getting back in the NFL. That is some damning video footage of his behavior, inside of a club, and that's a pretty sad commentary for the gentleman to be carrying on in such a way. I mean, I can understand when you go out, you're gonna have a good time, and what happened is that, that's kind of like a reflection on the NFL. Even though he's the one bad egg that's been caught out there and doing his things. And I feel sorry for the man because he has the talent and he's had the opportunity to play a kid's game at the highest level where you get paid to play. And that's one of the things that you got to understand. Like I had talked about in the video referring to the rookie symposium that Chris Carter had spoke to all the rookies about, concerning how they carry themselves, what they're supposed to do, what they're not supposed to do. He rattled off some names of those who are not there, and Pacman was one of the names that are not there. Now, I don't know whether he gets or they don't, but there was also inside the video, they had a confirmation that there was some statement given to the authorities that Pacman Jones had brought $100,000 inside of a Louis Vuitton bag and converted part of it over into singles. And so when he's in the club, he's having a good time, he starts throwing the singles and as what they call making it rain. That I don't get. Making it rain. If you're going to have a good time and the whole idea is to tip the young ladies for their services and whatnot, then what's with the money? You throwing the money up in the air like that, that does cause a little bit of a problem safety wise for the security people that are in there. And unfortunately, this incident escalated to a point where the club manager became paralyzed because of a gunman who returned to wreak havoc on the place. So, and bottom line is, I don't feel sorry for Pacman Jones. You brought this on yourself. That was a consequence of your choice acting, out of control. Out of control up there, throwing the money around, jumping up on stage and said, yeah. And then it was a whole lot of chaotic stuff instead of going out and enjoying yourself. And the viewing public has been able to see that. And the viewing public, the paying patrons, the people who buy the uniforms, they buy the jerseys, the stickers, the car flags, the license plate holders, the key fobs, they put their money in that team, and I don't blame Roger Goodell for trying to protect the integrity of his team from somebody who's going to be just one egg, just one bad egg. One bad apple gonna spoil the whole bunch, girl. Okay, I just broke out into a Michael Jackson tune. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm back with you. I'm back with you here. All right. Let's keep going with this Pacman thing. Before I close, I'm going to wrap this up real quick and close out. Pacman Jones brought this on himself. The consequences of his choice of bringing $100,000 and then making it rain, which caused a commotion. And then that's why he is out of football, because he doesn't know what's going on. Now, when you're inside these clubs, there's a lot going on. And I've never been any place where they talk about making it rain. Not up here in the north. They must do that out west and down south, but not up here, not most of the places I go to or have patronized at one time or another. So, with that being said, hey, they could have gave me the job of being a defensive back if I was like 20 years younger or something like that. I would have given it a go. And I would have represented the NFL with the highest of integrity.